video before.
I know a lot of guys have trouble picking up on the signs of whether or not a girl is into them.
I definitely do.
Today I want to do a little quiz. So
you know, I think we all do. I think so.
See if she actually does.
We're all presumably single here, maybe, except for Loopy.
Like you, or even
Shut
just
up,
how good
Loopy.
you are at recognizing signals that you might be getting. Let's say you're in a bar and you look across the length of the counter and you see a cute girl who glances at you briefly, does a quick hair flip, and then turns back to her friends. Is she into you?
You can't tell.
Eye contact is obviously a good sign, but you really can't tell from this example. She could just be adjusting her hair, and maybe she was looking at someone behind you.
Yep.
So let's say you're at the office and your cute coworker is waiting behind you to make some copies of whatever people make copies of, and she says, "Wow, do you think you could go any slower?" And then playfully punches your arm. Is she into you? Again, you can't.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
Really tell from this example either. She might like you, but she might just be giggling and punching your arm as a sarcastic middle school throwback. So
I guess,
really no
or
way to tell.
just your friend.
Okay, so let's say you're at the gym on the elliptical for some reason, and Cutie McBooty comes in and gets on the exercise bike in front of you. And then after 5 minutes, she looks back and says, "Wow, I'm so sweaty already. If only there were a way."
I didn't even say shit. Fucking. What do you mean?
Get the same workout at home, writing something else, and then gives you a wink.
What do you mean? You're the only one here who's not single.
She into you? Yeah, I still can't tell with that one. Exercise equipment is pretty expensive, and maybe she lives in a small apartment and just
wait, hold on.
A wink. If only there were a way to get this. Then after 5 minutes, she looks back and says, "Wow, I'm so sweaty already. If only there were a way to get the same workout at home, writing something else," and then gives you a wink.
Okay.
She into you?
That's a good sign, but
yeah, I still can't
you can't tell.
Exercise equipment is pretty expensive, and maybe she lives in a small apartment and just doesn't have space. So maybe you find a good deal on rowing machine somewhere. You can show her the flyer.
Hella deals.
Okay, so let's say you meet up with a friend that you've had coffee and drinks with a couple times, and she says, "I had a lot of fun on the last few dates we went on."
Oh, she said dates.
That's a good sign because she thought those hangouts were actually dates. So suppose then she says, "How'd you like to come back to my place and watch Netflix tonight?" That's another good sign. It's usually a pretty good indicator when a girl invites you to do something, especially at her place.
Okay.
So then let's say later at her house, you guys are watching Wall-E or something like that, and she says, "I'm getting pretty bored. Why don't you come upstairs with me?" That's another great sign.
That is a good
probably
sign.
Has something pretty interesting to do upstairs if it's better than watching Wall-E. So then after you go up there, all of a sudden she pushes you onto her bed, dims the lights, rips off her clothes, and you start having sex.
Okay.
Is she into you?
You can't really tell.
Yeah, again, you really can't be too sure. It's pretty dark in the room, so she can't
It's
really
pretty
see you
dark in
properly.
the room.
Maybe she's from Canada and was just being polite. Anyway, best bet is to just keep your
Whoa, she could have thought they were play dates. Exactly. That's why we don't assume. That's why we never assume. It's a good sign, but we don't assume.